All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would love to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruchak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, whose told us is 100% truth. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to the Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity. And shalom to the sincere Aqua after maybe out there watching and learning. So really a call from the GMS Columbus camp. And this is just a quick lesson through the spirit. I just had this article pop up, from this news app. It's going into an earthquake, 8.7 magnitude earthquake near Russia prompts tsunami alerts in Alaska, Hawaii. You see, and I've been had another lesson, that I just kind of wanted to tap in on the coming destruction, all right, and the things that this world is going to have to deal with in the times to come, you see. And when I see this pop up, I'm like, man, it's many precepts that speaks about, different earthquakes, and the earth, showing forth signs through these natural disasters, all right, from, like I said, from earthquakes to tornadoes to tsunamis, volcano eruptions, all these different natural disasters, that may have only happened a certain amount of times or over a certain span of years, are happening a lot more frequent. All right, and I've been seeing Salakia. I've been seeing a lot of articles as well speaking about, I believe it's Yellowstone. I believe that's the biggest volcano in the U.S. All right, and I've been hearing articles about that having a lot of activity going on as well. All right, and what does all this stem from? All right, it stems from, Esau and this man, tarnishing the world. All right, and doing things that are stirring up the pot. All right, ultimately it's prophecy. Okay, and that's really what I want to get into. It's all prophesied, for these things to happen. All right, but it just shows the level of wickedness and the level of the lack of responsibility and the lack of care for the earth that Esau has. All right, and it shows forth more why Esau's kingdom needs to be torn down. You see, and I was sitting here watching a video of the apostles. I'm sure this video's been going around recently. GMS Overdrive 144. It's called GMS Gates of the Nobles. And Apostle Ramla was just speaking about, how Esau, he would take earthworms out of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And you sell them to you as bait. But ultimately, it's like my throat a little scratchy. But ultimately, these earthworms, just as everything else, has a place. All right, their operation, all right, helps fertilize the soil. All right, and with Esau taking these things out of the earth, is tarnishing the soil. All right, and many other things that Esau does. All right, that tarnishes and ruins. All right, the earth. All right, in many ways. You see. So, Esau's going to have a lot to pay for it, man. And the earth is showing forth its anger in itself, all right? As a matter of fact, before I get an article, I want to get this real quick. Because this is the state that the world is in, man. All right? You got these chemtrails going throughout the earth, all right? What else you got? You got your seafood, all right? Everybody loves crabs and lobsters and shrimps and all these things. But those animals are vessels to help clean the oceans. All right, clean the bottom of the oceans up, man. You see, everything was put on the earth, Salaki, put on this earth in this rightful position. All right, to do a task, to do a duty. All right, and Esau is taking all these things and pulled them out of their places. All right, and man, that seafood is a big deal. All right, the waters are tarnished, man. All right, they're overheating. All right, there's a lot of things going on with Earth. You got animals beaching themselves. All right. So the fashions of this world have played a great deal in the detriment of this place. You see, but I said it's all been prophesied. But this Isaiah 24 and verse 4 says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish." All right. And I just grabbed a quick definition for language. It says, lose or lack vitality, grow weak or feeble. You see? And that's what the world has come to. This world is very weak, all right, to its core. All right. That's why you have, these earthquakes and all these things happening, all right? Them plates are shifting. The tectonic plates are shifting. All right. They're not able to hold their places as they once were able to. All right. Like I said, it's all prophesied about, but, it's just like I said, it just shows forth the wickedness of Esau, man. All right. In his kingdom. All right. That's why there's an increase in all these natural disasters. You got fires, which, some of these, a lot of these fires are controlled fires. All right. Or fires that was started. But, these things do naturally happen, these different droughts going on around the world, famines, all these different things, man. What phrase am I trying to think of? Salaki. Moral of it is they all stem from Esau and his wicked deeds, all right, and his withdrawal of important things from the earth, all right, and then giving them out for human consumption. See? Salaki. So I'm going to jump in this article real quick and I'm going to grab a few more precepts. Lord willing. It says 8.7 magnitude earthquake near Russia prompts tsunami alert in Alaska and Hawaii. It says tsunami alerts were issued for Alaska and Hawaii on Tuesday after a major 8.7 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Russia, according to officials. And that's a spirit because, you got that war going on over there. All right, so it's like what's this a phrase in the world? When it rains, it pours, man. All right. So not only are you in the midst of war, but you're also dealing with these natural disasters. All right. And real quick, we got to get this classic, Matthew 24. And I'm just read verse 7, get to the point. Matthew 24, verse 7, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places." See? Going into them earthquakes, all right? And also that war going on right in the midst. You see? So while you're in the midst of war, you got major earthquakes hitting your area. All right. And now it's prompting tsunami warnings, man. All right. Because, when the place get to moving, man, they shifting, rocking the earth, man, rocking the earth to and fro. You see? And causing them tsunamis, causing them waves to roar up, man, and we know water is a hell of a force. You see? But reading on this article, it says verse. Look, I'm thinking this verse. But it says the earthquake occurred about 85 miles off the east coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula with a depth of nearly 12 miles. Sheesh. That's deep. That's deep. All right. It says a warning was announced for Alaska's Aleutian Islands and Hawaii and Guam were put under watch while the threat is being evaluated. It says an advisory was also issued for Japan's Pacific Coast regions from Hokkaido and to Kyushu. Japan's meteorological agency warned that a tsunami about 1 meter, 3 feet high, is expected to reach Hokkaido in the north around 10 a.m. local time. Salaki. It says, with waves arriving later in the day along parts of the eastern Honshu and Kyushu in the south, people are warned to stay away from the coast and river mouths and not to approach the water to observe. See? And that's what the Lord is coming with, man. And that's what y'all what this world needs to understand. All right. The Lord is not coming to bring flowers and bring gifts, man. All right, the Lord is coming with a great detriment and a great anger. As a matter of fact, get one of my favorites. I ain't bring this out in a long time. Isaiah 66 verse 15. Real quick, just to let you know, man, what our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back with, man. All right. Isaiah 66 verse 15. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. You see? So the Lord is coming back with a great deal of anger. All right. And the Lord is coming back with a great deal of punishment. Okay. For all the wickedness that this world is polluted with. For all the things that have been put out of course. All right. The Lord is coming back to establish order. All right. The Lord is coming back to establish righteousness. All right. In which this kingdom does not have. All right. The earth will rejoice when righteous men are established. All right. The earth itself. All right. How much more the people? You see? So, we got to hasten, and look forward to the day of the Lord, man, and keep chanting down this kingdom because we see where this kingdom is headed. All right. And, they're constantly preaching about, we're talking about on the news and for the past few years, global warming and what are the causes of global warming and all this and that. And the Lord is visiting this place, and that's the spirit. I wanted to get that too in 2nd Esdras 9. All right. The Lord is beginning to visit this place, man. All right. But we'll start at the top. 2nd Esdras 9 at the top. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. See? So the Lord is visiting this earth, man, all right? And that's why all these disasters and everything are coming about, man. The Lord is wrecking this place, all right? And it's ultimately going into the great cleansing that has to happen in this earth, all right? There's going to be a great cleansing in the midst of this earth, all right, when Yahweh Shai makes his return, all right? And the Lord is starting now, man, tearing this place up, man. Tearing down these kingdoms, all right? Taking these crowns, man, from these rulers, all right? In verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So like I've been saying in the whole video, man, it's prophesied about, all right? And the Lord is not coming to play any games, all right? The Lord is going to handle business, man, all right? And it's all part of the movie, man. You see? So understand, what we're dealing with and understand why these things are happening. All right. And we got to understand why this kingdom has to be destroyed. It has to be destroyed. It's inevitable. All right. This kingdom has breed nothing but wickedness. All right. And it's showing forth in the people and it's showing forth in the earth. All right. Nothing is in its rightful order. All right, the scriptures speak about the foundation of the earth are out of course, roughly paraphrasing. All right. So this place is through, man. All right. So the Lord is going to come back and tear this place up, man. All right. So that way righteousness may be established. All right. So expect to see more earthquakes. Expect to see more natural disasters, from tornadoes to tsunamis, all these different things, man. Expect more. All right. And understand why it's going on. All right. And understand that the Lord is visiting this place. All right. And that the Lord is going to make his return very soon. All right. And I'll end it with that. Lord willing. Spelling that right. Yep. 2 Peter 3 verse 10 says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Plain, man. The Lord is coming back real soon. We know it's real soon. Why? Because, it's like we read in 2 Corinthians 9, measure out the time diligently in itself. Matthew 24, it tells you, this like disciples asked, how will we know when you will make your return? All right. You gauge it by prophecy. And prophecy is coming to pass day in and day out. All right. On a higher level every day. You see? So with that being said, we understand that the Lord is coming, but at the end of the day, we don't know the exact day. So that's why it's important to be on your watch. Pay attention to the news. Pay attention to the things going on around you. All right. And stay on point, man. Salakia. But with that, Lord willing, I was edifying. Give all praise, all honor, and all glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bahakadash. Double honors again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom and Abad Babal.